Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So, I am finally reviewing the CÉCRED by Beyonce Hair Care Line. If you guys hear some buzzing, landscaping has been here forever and I got tired of waiting for them to leave, so I'm just doing my filming ahead of time. Of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, but let's get started. I did my nails yesterday and I don't know if I like the length. But anyway, so this hair care line definitely took me for a ride. I went from having a high to low to high again, but I purchased the Superfan bundle for $265. So I spent probably almost $300 on this hair care line, the most expensive hair care line I have ever bought. But I had saved up some money to do this because if I was gonna review it, I was gonna try to review as many of the products as I possibly could. So I figured the Superfan bundle was probably the best one to go with. But the first products we obviously used were their shampoos. So the bundle came with 2 shampoos. So the first one I used was their clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub. It uses gentle exfoliants and tea tree oil to remove product buildup and residue. It clarifies hair without overstripping, which helps increase the efficacy of your wash routine. Infused with fermented purple willow bark and niacinamide, this dual-purpose formula visibly improves the scalp while providing a deep clean. It says its signature fragrance is tea tree, lemon, and peppermint notes, grounded in herbaceous rosemary essence. Now, it does come with a little nozzle, which definitely helps. You guys know I love anything that has a nozzle. It just helps to be able to get things directly to my scalp, gets through all my super thick hair. I really love the smell of both these shampoos. But the clarifying shampoo, I just applied directly to my scalp after wetting my hair, and then I massaged it in. It says to massage for like 1 or 2 minutes, which is what I did. It says work lather into hair and then rinse well. I actually liked this. I liked this more than I thought. It does have peppermint and it has a slight cooling effect. When I watched other reviews, I know some people said that they didn't really notice really a cooling effect, but I did. It was very slight, very light, but I did notice it and I actually really enjoyed this. I don't use scalp scrubs very often, so this was kind of a fun change up for, especially for somebody who has dryness, flaking, possibly psoriasis, and or seborrheic dermatitis. It does work itself into a nice lather. It wasn't anything like underwhelming or overwhelming, but I enjoyed this enough that I'm actually looking forward to using it again. I liked how clean my scalp has felt, especially if you're someone like me who uses like sulfurate hair grease on their scalp. It's nice to have something that you know is going to be able to break down old product. It just felt light and clean and like it could breathe. It's always nice to be able to take off the old stuff off your scalp. So I was actually a fan of this, more than I thought. So I did end up using both shampoos. I used the scalp scrub and then I followed up with their hydrating shampoo. It's described as our hydrating shampoo gently cleanses from root to tip with luxurious lather and high slip formula that leaves your hair feeling nourished, manageable, and strong. Infused with our antioxidant-rich African oil blend, hydrating hyaluronic acid, and moisturizing phytocollagen complex that helps to promote visible hair health. For the fragrance, it says it uses rich and complex temple oud, O-U-D, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, Australian sandalwood, warm musk, night blooming jasmine, Haitian vetiver, and violet leaves. I am having trouble pronouncing things. Oh my gosh. I mean, they smell very luxurious. I did enjoy the scents more than I thought I would also. I'm not really like, I don't really care if a shampoo has a strong scent or not, but the fragrances they use, it really does feel much more luxurious just based off the scents that I really enjoyed, and they weren't overpowering. Again, if you're somebody who has like fragrance triggered migraines, might be a little much for you, but it's not as like, it's not like intoxicating. And this definitely has some slip. I wouldn't say it has enough slip for me to detangle with, but I also don't typically detangle with shampoo in my hair anyway, not as often as I do with a conditioner. But if you're somebody who does, I'm sure you could probably get through your hair with a good brush or comb. But golly, it does have some nice slip, and I only use this on the length of my hair. So kept the clarifying scrub to my scalp and used the hydrating shampoo obviously just on the length of my hair. and it was hydrating. My hair felt amazing after this. With that said, I will say the shampoos ended up being some of my favorite products out of this line. There are other products in this line that top the shampoos, but the shampoos came in like second place for me. I don't usually rank shampoos like super high because I'm just like, it's just shampoo, but I really liked how hydrated and soft my hair felt after using this, and I really enjoyed the slip that this had, especially if one day I decided that I need to detangle during the shampoo process, or I just feel like it, I have that option. And I can't get over how good these smell. I love peppermint. I'm a huge fan of peppermint. It's like using perfume on your hair. So after rinsing the shampoos, this is where I started out at a high when it came to reviewing these products. I was already like, man, we've already started off really good. I didn't really have high expectations for this line, to be honest with you. So to come out being like, oh wow, these shampoos are really good. If they weren't so expensive, I would repurchase these. I was feeling really good about wash day. Now, this third step is where we hit the lowest I've probably ever been during a wash day, and I was not expecting this, but I followed up with their fermented rice and rose hair rinse. So for the fermented rice and rose protein ritual, this is considered one of their treatments. It's described to have some hair strengthening and length retention benefits. It uses finely milled fermented powder that instantly transforms into a water-activated fortifying hair rinse treatment boosted with biotin, honey, rose, and aminos. So you're supposed to take so there's two steps. So you have the fermented rice and rose protein powder, and you use it with their ritual bottle, and you're supposed to add about, I think it's like 24 or 28 ounces of water. Pour the powder in, shake it up really well, and then you're supposed to basically just kind of rinse your hair with it. So that's what I did. After kind of squirting this all over my head, really drenching my head with it, you allow it to sit for 5 minutes, and immediately I noticed how hard, rubbery, and dry my hair felt. And I have read that sometimes protein treatments can do this to your hair. And over the 6 years that I've been natural, I have not yet used a protein treatment on my hair. So I kind of like prepared myself for that to happen. I'm not a fan of this. This was my least favorite product of the entire line. I hated it. I will never use it again. It has made me never want to use fermented rice on my hair ever. My hair felt horrible. After 5 minutes, I rinsed it out, and my hair just felt so rough and rubbery, and I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and use the second step. Maybe this will kind of help bring my hair back. So for the second step, you follow up with their silk rinse, which comes in this packet. It's like a little mask that you put on your hair for another 5 minutes. It says that it's infused with their African oil blend and sea buckthorn oil to balance your strands with softness, smoothness, and shine. This whole ritual, so steps 1 and 2, is supposed to reduce hair breakage by 3 times, resulting in better length retention. And then for the fragrance, it says sweet, fresh notes of yuzu and white peach petals mingle with soft floral tones of jasmine. I will say, for somebody with the amount of hair that I have and the density that I have, this hair mask, I divided my hair, I think into 4 sections and tried to apply this, focusing mostly on my ends, and I just really tried to evenly spread it out. But I probably needed probably 3 of these packets. I felt like it wasn't enough, but I did the whole routine, spread it onto my hair, left it on for 5 minutes, and rinsed, and my hair felt exactly the same as it did before I applied it. It was rough, it was rubbery, it was super tangled. So I was not happy. Now, because there's so many steps in this wash day routine, I did end up splitting this into 2 days. So I used the shampoos and the fermented rice ritual one day, and the following day is when I used the rest of the products. So I just put my hair in twists and just let it chill for the rest of the night. But I was not happy. When I say that I hit a low during this wash day, I literally sat on the couch and cried because it felt like I had ruined my hair. It was the most damaged my ends have ever felt. I had just done a hair trim. I had just trimmed my ends. My hair was feeling so much better. And then to immediately go into these products and feel like my hair was just damaged, it just felt like I destroyed my hair. I did not like how it felt. It was so tangled. I was terrified to continue using the rest of the products because I was like, I don't know if my hair needed a protein treatment. I'd never used one before, so I was hoping it would make, I just wasn't expecting that result. I wasn't happy. I literally felt nauseous. That's how bad I felt after using this. But I was hoping that by following up with the Reconstructing treatment mask, that it was going to bring my hair back to how it usually is, which is feeling hydrated, soft, basically bring it back to life for me and give me the same results that I was hearing that it was giving other people on these reviews that I watched. So the next day I re-wet my hair and I went in with the Reconstructing treatment mask. It is a clinically tested treatment that features their patent-pending bioactive keratin ferment, which repairs damage and reduces breakage by 2 times. Antioxidants, vitamin E, and cuticle sealing oil blend fill in micro cavities and enhance shine for hair that looks visibly healthier after just 1 treatment. And it says that it's like formulated to help those who are suffering from like color treatment damage, chemical treatment damage, heat styling damage. I know that I had been using the River a lot, so I thought maybe this would, this is why I was kind of looking forward to using it. It has notes of oud, Australian sandalwood, warm musk, night blooming jasmine, Haitian vetiver, and violet leaves. You're supposed to apply it to wet hair, leave it on for 20 minutes, and use heat for best results. So sectioned out my hair, applied that, used a plastic bag, used my hot heads cap, and I let this sit for 20 minutes. After rinsing, I was still disappointed. My hair felt literally the same. It was incredibly tangled. It felt dry, it felt rubbery, and I was not feeling very good at this point. I was still hitting that low that I had experienced the day before. I was wondering if maybe I shouldn't have split the wash day into 2, but I was so just overwhelmed the day before that I did need to kind of split it up because I was just frustrated and I didn't want to overwhelm myself anymore. So following up with the deep conditioner, I was once more hoping that this is what was going to bring my hair back, since my hair loves deep conditioners, still having massive anxiety, still on the verge of just absolute tears, and contemplating how in the world I was going to be able to detangle my hair. So next was their Moisturizing Deep Conditioner. It's described as an ultra-rich, buttery deep conditioner that doesn't just coat hair with the illusion of conditioning and slip. It rehydrates, softens, and improves manageability. It has 12 moisturizing butters and oils to restore suppleness and multi-level moisturization, while their patent-pending ferment visibly strengthens. Squalane seals the cuticle, antioxidant-rich hyssop extract supports shine, and hyaluronic acid helps retain all that magical moisture. And it says that it's best for curly, coily, zigzag, coiled hair. Fragrance, same as before, oud, Australian sandalwood, warm musk, night blooming jasmine, Haitian vetiver, and violet leaves. I was very satisfied with the conditioner. It had slip, it gave my hair back that moisture that it said that it would, and I will say, with how tangled my hair was, what also completely saved this wash day routine and completely flipped my mood back up to a high was the unbrush. So I obviously planned on doing a completely separate review with the unbrush, but my hair was just so tangled that I was willing to bust this thing out of its box and attempt to use it. I'm not gonna go into full review because I don't wanna put too much of that into this video, but basically it completely saved this wash day. The slip and the moisture from the deep conditioner saved me emotionally. So I was very happy. I was starting to kind of trickle back up on my high emotionally with this. So I was satisfied with the deep conditioner. The last 2 products that I'm using in this line were where I went all the way back up to that high where I started out with. Probably even higher than the shampoos. And my favorite product out of the entire line, hands down, was their moisture sealing lotion. If I ever want to invest in a luxury or higher priced or higher end expensive hair care product, I can't believe I'm even saying this, it would be the CÉCRED Moisture Sealing Lotion. It was, not only does it smell absolutely amazing, Not only is it incredibly moisturizing, but it has kept my hair moisturized over the last 4 days, and all I've had to reuse on my hair is water. So it's described as infused with our Phyto Seal Complex and African Oil blend. This versatile lotion locks in moisture, fights frizz, seals split ends, and aids styling with a soft hold. Curls look more enhanced and defined, and the hair is left smooth, shiny, and polished. For the fragrance, same as before, all the Australian sandalwood, night bloom jasmine, violet leaves, etc., etc. The best way to kind of describe the consistency of this lotion, this is gonna be kind of weird. Elmer's glue, it literally, so you know how like kind of thick, but still like has some flow, like when you squirt Elmer's glue out? That's literally what it reminded me of. And it is so, I mean, you can just feel the hydration and moisture. And this, it's literally, yeah, it's literally like a lotion. I don't know how to explain it. What I love about it too is I think the bottle is kind of small, especially for someone with as much hair as me, but it is so concentrated. I only used probably about a nickel-sized amount on each section. I use about 1 to 2 quarter-sized amounts of leave-in product on my sections. This, I only used about a nickel. I loved this. This lotion was amazing. So I stayed in the shower and applied this. Sometimes, usually I'll get out of the shower and just kind of like re-moisturize my hair with a spray bottle. I stayed in the shower. I still use a spray bottle to make sure my hair is wet so I didn't have to keep my shower on. But I applied the lotion, which felt amazing and had slip. And then I topped it off with their oil. So the last product in the bundle that I used on my hair was their Nourishing Hair Oil. It says it's grounded in their signature African oil blend. Nourishing Hair Oil is infused with 13 luscious oils, including sea buckthorn, baobab, moringa, black seed, castor, sunflower seed, watermelon seed, olive, sweet almond, flax seed, golden jojoba, argan, and coconut to reinforce your hair's lipid barrier and seal in moisture, ensuring hair stays hydrated and nourished for longer. When absorbed into hair, it leaves hair feeling soft and flexible with a natural shine that's not weighed down by silicone coating. The fragrance is the same as the hair lotion. Just look at this bottle. It looks like a little perfume bottle. It smells like perfume. This is my favorite oil I've used on my hair. Using a couple drops of that and applying it to my ends and working up, I left my hair to dry. My hair was not as defined as when I used the Dew Mousse texture foam, but very close. I may have been a little heavy-handed with the lotion, and that's just, again, just using a nickel-sized amount. Guys, my hair felt amazing. I let it dry. I had some slight definition, not like heavy. My hair is not like super defined to begin with. It's very like cottony when it dries down, but this had definitely gave me something. I loved how my hair looked with this. I loved how it felt, and I did record how my hair dried down over the course of the rest of the day, so let me put in that footage real quick. So this is 2 hours after the wash day products and applying all the styling stuff. So far, I'm a big fan of the leave-in and the oil. So I'm gonna come back a couple of times throughout the evening to kind of show how it continues to dry down, but let me go ahead and do a turnaround real fast for you guys. And as you can see, there is some residue. I was kind of afraid of that happening just because the leave-in lotion is a little bit thick. I probably didn't need to use as much as I did, but I thought that putting the oil over it was going to kind of combat that. I'm liking it. My hair feels very soft, super soft. It feels hydrated. I think I just used a little too much lotion. Obviously not as defined as like when I used Mousse Def texture foam, but I have something. You can see some little small ringlets and like little waves throughout my hair, so it did something. It did more than I thought it would. And I'm wondering if that's also because the lotion is a bit thick. It's a bit heavy, which I like. We'll see how the residue kind of holds up over the next couple hours, but so far I'm a fan. Okay, so right now it's about 11:30. It's definitely gained a bit of volume and definitely shrunk up this direction, which it typically does, so I'm not surprised or anything. I feel like some of the residue has disappeared. You can still see it a lot on this side. I'm gonna take these pins out real quick. Okay, so my hair's still damp underneath here by the roots. You can kind of still see all that is still wetness. But I started wash day around 11 this morning. It's 11:30 right now, so it's been about a little over 12 hours since I started the wash day. So it's been about 9 hours that I've been letting my hair dry. Tonight, oh yeah, you can still see how wet that is. Oh, you got a little thick hair. Tonight I'm just gonna put a bonnet on it, see what it looks like in the morning, go from there. If I only need to use water, awesome. If I have to reapply some product, then we'll do that. But this is what we're working with so far. It still moves quite a bit, so it's not super stiff or anything, which is nice, but it could also be because it's still damp. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm tired. So it is the next morning, and all I did was put my bonnet on. That's all I did, so it's probably gonna be super squished. What I wanted to do first was just kind of manipulate it. It's still, it's so hydrated still. That's awesome. Okay, I brought a spray bottle with some water just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it. Let me like this. Okay, let's do that. Get the back going. Oh, my hair feels so good. Oh my gosh. I am surprised right now. My hair feels amazing right now. It's so soft. Oh my god. But I will come back. So I volunteer at a dog rescue on the weekends. So I'm gonna be there, and then I have to go drop a cake off at my sister's house. So hopefully this evening I'll be able to get some footage of what my hair looks like after kind of being out and about for the day. Hold on, let me get a close up before I go. So it's just super soft. Like, it's so soft and fluffy but soft. Yeah, I like this. Wow, I love how my hair feels right now. This is so cool. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys this evening. So it's about 5:30 now. I'm back from running around all day, and it's just, it just gets fluffier, afro textury, but I have been really happy with how soft it has been. It's also had, all day to kind of dry a little bit more. Like, I think, yeah, it's thoroughly dry now. And I'm still very happy with, look at that. Look at these little smooth, shiny kind of kinks and coils in here. I'm happy so far with this. But I'll do one last little turn around here for you guys, and my hair is like all over the place right now. It's a little shrunk. But I'm happy with the shrinkage. Shrinkage is a sign of healthy hair, and I know that I had been using the Rivera a lot. And I also think trimming my ends obviously helped a lot with that too. And as you see, would you guys consider this 50% shrinkage? Because when my hair is stretched out, it's like, about here. And when I don't stretch it, obviously it's all the way up here. So we say that's about 50% shrinkage. But yeah, that's the end of that. So we'll go ahead and wrap up the review. And now let's get to the final result, which is how my hair looks now. So on day 4 of having this, did not have to reapply whatsoever. All I did was after having my hair kind of out and loose for 3 days, I decided before it decides to start tangling on me that I was gonna just put my hair in twist. I didn't reapply any lotion or any oil. I just used water, put my hair in some twists, and just kind of hang out for 2 days. And then today I unraveled it and kind of separated each section, and this is what I'm left with. It is still super soft. My hair looks amazing. It smells just as good as it did the first day I applied it. I really did not have high expectations for this line. And even with the horrible experience I had with the fermented rice rinse, I really enjoyed the outcome of this hairline. Is it expensive? Absolutely. Will I be repurchasing? Probably not, because it is very expensive. If I was going to repurchase anything, it would 100% be the oil and the lotion, especially the lotion. And I might do that as like maybe a birthday gift for myself or something. It feels hydrated. It looks amazing. Look how healthy my hair looks. I mean, I did do a trim just before using this, but thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, Miss Tina. Thank you to your hair care team. I'm a fan. I'm actually quite happy with how my hair has turned out. If you are going to purchase anything on this line, purchase the lotion, at least the lotion. If you've got extra money, go ahead and purchase the oil. I'm glad that it actually did, you know, most of the stuff that the products were described to do. So yeah, with that said, if you guys have used any of the CÉCRED products, let me know which ones you've tried and how it worked for your hair. Let me know if, just based off my review, if you have not tried any of the CÉCRED items, which one you would be willing to try just based off my review. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.